Okay, there's only one number one. Now, at first thought, this seems like an accurate observation, an accurate statement. Like it's true. Like, yeah, of course there has to be one number one, but it's not. There's a lot more than one number one. But we've all been made to believe that there could only be one number one for a lot of years. So much that it's hard to believe that it's not true. Now, if you're in a classroom with many people, let's say 15 going upwards, and you were not the top student, then you know this better than most. After you get your grades, after an exam or a test, you look at the scoreboard, and you're not the top because you're never there. You know, and you look at where you are in the middle going down, and you hate everyone who beat you so much that you don't want to work with them. You hate to cooperate with them. Now, this kind of mindset is given to us and is reinforced over and over for years until such a time as when we grow into adults and we're working, in different spaces. And even then, we still think that there could only be one number one. Even then, we still think that the success of other people will hinder our own success. Even then, we still think that when we push others forward, we'll put them ahead of us and we'll be even further behind. Now, that means that we are reluctant to, or even not open to working with other people. We're not open to cooperating, to helping others grow. We are very monopolistic. We want to be the only ones succeeding. We want to be the only ones ahead because we want to be number one. School puts this idea in us that we have to be number one so much that we envy or hate the one who's number one. That should be our place. But what happens with this kind of mindset is things aren't accounted for. The first is the sky is broad enough for everybody to shine. We can't all be good at the same thing. We are different people. So if you're comparing a sports kid to an academician, this kid who's very good at math, at English, at geography, and all these classroom subjects, and you're aware of their strengths and their weaknesses, it's a lot harder to say one kid is better than the other. But if you put both in class, well, I don't think the sports kid has a chance. That nerd is going to beat the kid hands down. And then this sports kid will start thinking, I'm inadequate, I'm not good enough, I'm bad, I'm down, And instead of focusing on the things that he's actually good at sports, he will start trying to beat this, the nerd or or the academician at things that he hasn't even got a chance. So what happens is he'll grow up his whole life thinking, I'm inadequate, I'm not good, and I should be good. And he'll keep trying and trying, and that's a lot of time that he's investing in things that are not going to succeed or help him in any way. So I think we have to really revise our idea on being ahead, because we are good enough in certain spaces and not good in other spaces. It's okay, we are different. So we have to realize what we're good at and settle in that space and grow in that space. Because if we are aware of our weaknesses and our strengths, of our abilities and our failures or shortcomings or our inadequacies, then we'll be able to appreciate other people who are good at things that we're not good at. We'll be able to work with them, we'll be able to cooperate with them, because we know we are safe where we are. Like this is my side, and that's your side. I'm secure here and you're secure there, but I need your skills and I don't have them. Instead of competing with other people, we'll be cooperating with other people, because we are aware that we can't be good at everything and we know what we're good at. So then we are safe within ourselves and we appreciate other people as well, and they feel the same way about us. But if we keep thinking there's only one number one, then we will not be able to cooperate with other people. We'll not be able to recognize our strengths and our weaknesses. We'll keep trying, fighting, and competing with people at things that we have no chance beating them at. And I think that's a lot worse. And it's really devastated our economies and our societies for a lot of years. So I think we need to start thinking about this thing in a different light, because we'll keep trying to do things that we'll never ever succeed at, because we don't know where we belong. I think that's enough for today. I hope you guys are safe. Stay indoors. Keep hand sanitizing your hands. Yeah, and Keep growing, keep learning.